So welcome back to Finance Friday. Last week we talked about getting your money in cash that you can see how that you can understand every dollar where the dollar goes. This week we're going to talk about making sure that money work for you. This way is not investing. Don't think it's going to be investing this week. You're not up to that step yet. What we're going to do, we're going to make sure that your money is working for you. And what you want your money to work for you is to pay your bills. You want to make sure that it's doing what you want it to do. That's why you're working right now. You're working to pay the bills and put something aside. So we're going to make sure that you're paying your bills and put something aside. First thing first, I'll always recommend after you do your budget, you need to do a budget now. After you work, you had the physical cash in your hand last week. So this week when you get your paycheck, you're going to have to make a budget. After you make this budget, you're going to look on this budget and see what's important, what's not important. You're going to start to have to do some cuts because guess what? That's why you're here right now, trying to understand money. So you got to do some budget cuts. Hey, this can be for a short period of time or a long period of time. It all depends on where you want to get in life and what your goals and aspirations are. So what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we make that budget. After you make the budget, you're going to send that money to go to work for you. 9 to 5, baby. So what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we take out your rent. Get your rent taken care of or your mortgage. You have to get that first. That's what we need first. You have to have a roof over your head. After you get that rent taken care of, then you got to make sure you have transportation. Make sure your transportation is ready. You got to make sure you have food in your household. Have to have food, a balanced meal. You have to have that every day. You got to make sure that all your utilities are taken care of. Make sure all your utilities are taken care of. And by then you should see where your money is going. You should see exactly if you have enough money to suffice for the month or if you're over budget or how you're living. Some people don't even know how they're getting by. If someone don't help them, they're not getting by. So this way you will see exactly where your money is going. Now your money is working for you. I'm going to tell you this. If you do your budget and you notice that you don't have enough money for your lifestyle, you either need to do two things. Get a second job, number one, and that's hard on you. Some of the times your schedule don't work with you that you can get a second job. Number two, either you quit your job and get another job. I'm not telling you to quit it first. I'm telling you to go get another job first, and then you quit that job because it's not working for you. You're not making enough. I'm gonna let you know this. It's a little secret. I don't think a lot of people know this. You don't have to go to school to make a lot of money. You just gotta be street smart. Okay, I'm not telling you school is not important. School is really important, very important. Education is the key. But I'm telling you, you don't have to go to school. So don't sit around the house and say, hey, I don't have a 4-year degree. Or hey, I don't have a doctorate or a bachelorate or a diploma. Listen, if you get up off of your butt, get up off that couch, get up out of your bed, get up, go look some job. I'm telling you, if you go online today and type in jobs in my area, any job, there's jobs out there, and there's jobs that pay well. From once you have that street smart and use your head to the best of your ability that God gave you, you can make something of your life. I'm telling you because I did it. So I'm a testimony of my story. I'm a story of my testimony, a testimony of my story. So I'm telling you, you can do it. So back to this money game now. So when you have your money working for you, your money should be taking care of all your bills. If you upgrade your job, you're on track right now. So what you need to do after you make sure you have all them bills taken care of, you want to put something aside. So now every week we're going to start to put something aside. This is a second step. You're going to start to put something aside that we're going to save an emergency fund. We have to have an emergency fund set in place. I would say if you're starting out, have at least $500. I would say 1,000, but we're gonna go with a 500 right now because anything happens, say your tire blow out, you need a new tire, you can fund that. Say you need to go to the dentist to pull a tooth. Your insurance is gonna cover a certain amount, and you're gonna cover a certain amount. At least 500 is supposed to be able to cover that portion. So you're gonna have that $500 for if something goes wrong with your car, you can have $500 to put towards that. Something happens, you're gonna have that $500. So what I'm asking you to do right now, after you check your bills, you're gonna have the money in cash. You're gonna do your budget. You're gonna make sure everything is working for you. You have enough money. You're not living above your means. So now you're gonna set your budget the right way that you can start to put something aside. That's the step for this week. Put something aside that you can save an emergency fund. We will move on next week. Stay tuned for more Finance Friday.